Hi, my name is Jeff, and I'm going to show you how to build your own permanent magnet alternator, or PMA, using a General Motors 10SI 12SI alternator case. Okay, and what we've got is 6 different stator coils to choose from, and we have 3 different rotors. These 2 are our newest rotor. We introduced them in May of 2009. This is our old slant core rotor, which is no longer manufactured. We now make a slant core plus, which is 20% more efficient than our old one. And then we make a power core, and then we make our super core. And what these are, this is 14 neodymium magnets, extremely strong, and these have 7. These are used in our lower wind turbines, and this one's used in the 1,000-watt wind turbine. And just show you how strong they are. They're extremely strong, powerful. Now you can pick up your own GM 10SI or 12SI alternator from any junkyard. You can get them fairly cheap, sometimes for free. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the fan blade off. And you're going to throw it away. We don't need that. And we have 4 screws that hold it together. These 4 right here. Now we're going to want to pull those out. And we're going to pull the front of the case off. We're going to keep this. What we're going to do next is we're going to pull out the rotor. This is going to get thrown away, so we don't need this. Then I've already done this. You're going to pull out all of the brushes, and we're going to throw these away. This is a brushless PMA we're building. Now next, if you can see up close here, all we're going to leave is the diodes in there, this block. So we're going to loosen all of these nuts so that we can take this stator core out. Okay, now the old stator core is out, and we're going to throw this away. We don't need it. We're going to replace it with one of our new ones. And this is what you're going to have left inside the case. Now you're ready to put your new parts in. Okay, now I've decided I'm going to use this stator coil. So it's a good idea with all stator coils to go ahead and varnish them so that they don't corrode, because eventually these will corrode. And we have got a clear marine varnish that we use. Now if you live in a real wet area, or if you're on a coastline and you have a problem with salt, what you're going to want to do is spray the entire inside of your PMA with we've got a varnish. It's called clear marine varnish, and then we also have green marine varnish. And this stuff is specially formulated for alternators. It's non-conductive, high temperature. Don't just use any paint. The only varnish that I suggest is our clear marine varnish or our green marine varnish. This is non-conductive, won't burn off. So I'm going to completely saturate the stator coil first before we put it together. Okay, now before I varnish my stator coil, I want to make very careful not to get any of the varnish on these terminal ends, and be very careful with these wires. If you break those, that cannot be repaired. So I've taped off my terminal ends before I use the marine varnish. Okay, I use clear marine varnish. I really soaked it good. Doesn't matter how much you put on. So I really soaked it. Now we're ready to put the stator coil into our housing. Okay, we'll just simply, you got to line up these holes again. Now our terminal ends are on their right. Now we'll replace the nuts back on those. Remember, just the 3 center terminals, all we're going to use. We just snug them down. There you go. That part's together. Now if you want, you can go ahead and finish spraying your marine varnish in there. And next we're going to put the rotor in. So I'm going to use our Slant Core Plus, and this is for our low wind turbine. I'm going to use it for our 500 watt, and you have to be very careful. These are extremely strong magnets and they will hurt you. Now you want to hold this very carefully. There we go, it's in there. We'll take our nut off. All these rotors come with 3 spacers. This goes to the inside. Three spacers. This goes to the inside, and these 2 go to the outside with a lock washer. There we go. Now we're ready to put the front of the case back on. Okay, we've got our front cover on. Now I'll put the bolts back. Okay, now you have, there it is, she's all together. Now you take the small spacer, and that goes on first. Then the large spacer goes over that. And if you have a hub, the hub now goes on, the lock washer, and the nut. There you go. Your own PMA. There's one more note, and I need to bring this to your attention. There's a video out there that tells you to break or cut the ears off your PMA, this one and this one, and encase your PMA inside a PVC pipe. Well, that will burn out your PMA for sure. The PMA has to have airflow through the front and out the rear, and that is accomplished by a hub with your blades. And normally our hub has a hole in it, 3 holes, to allow airflow through the PMA and out the back. Now if you was using this on hydropower, it would come with a fan blade. It's very important to keep this cooled down or they will burn up. So whatever you do, don't destroy your PMA by breaking off the ears, cutting them off, and installing it inside of a PVC pipe. They have to have cooling. Without it, they will burn up. That's the end of my video on how to build your own PMA. And just one more note. Whenever you're buying stator cores or rotors, make sure they come unpainted so you can see what you're getting. Thanks for watching, and I'll have more videos out soon.